Hello one and all, and welcome back to another RWBY discussion. I am the Max of You Trades. With me, as always, is...
some guy from Britain.
That's true. That is who he is. Thank you for thank you for that. My intro is starting to get a little bit better, but you really got to work on your introductions, my dude.
I might try and make mine a little different every now and then.
Fair enough. Anyway, I'm thinking this episode's going to be pretty short, but we'll see what we can do.
Pretty much. And I do want to throw this out there just for people listening. It's probably not like in the case of the actual video that you're watching, but while we're recording this, Max is kind of sounding a bit robotic, like on my end. Like not to a point where it's like causing any issues though.
No, I should be fine on my end, but we'll see. That's just a warning in case something did happen.
Yeah, I'm talking to a robot right now.
Yeah, I turn into a robot a lot. Anyway, so...
This is confirmed canon.
It is canon. So, anything to talk about before we get into this extremely short episode?
Nothing that's entirely related, although I should bring up that I wasn't able to get many behind-the-scenes details from RWBY Rewind because I was doing other stuff with a friend, but I was still able to catch the preview, so I can still describe that.
Alright, well, there we go. Alright.
Huzzah!
Yeah, alright, so here's the entire episode. Everyone's mad at Ozpin, and Salem got really cranky. Well, that was a good episode. Bye, everyone.
Roll credits.
Like, that was pretty much it. Like, Ozpin's just on the ground. He's crying. He's obviously not cool with reliving everything, and just when you think, oh, you know, things ain't gonna get that much worse, then Crow just decks him.
One punch! Boom!
I guess. And now I guess Crow doesn't trust in Ozpin anymore.
Yeah, and oh my god, Ozpin... Oh, sorry, Crow. Those lines, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, could you been any more harsh, my dude?
Yeah, like, talking about how like, he wasn't wanted, cursed, then Ozpin gave him a place, and then he's like, that was the worst luck of my life.
Like, my god.
Damn!
Okay, now, let's address the elephant in the room.
Yang said a swear.
Oh yeah, she did. Ooh. Alright, but no, that's not it. Why are they mad?
Because Ozpin kept that information from them.
Okay. That it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Because I gotta be honest, it feels kind of... weak.
Honestly, I'm surprised that RWBY was still mad at him.
I don't quite understand it. I mean, they just saw that entire story, right? So, like, okay, fine, yeah, he kept information from them and everything, but at the same time, it's like, do you think he isn't already incredibly miserable?
I know, right? Like, especially after we just found out he spent entire lives just, like, you know, in alcoholism, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. He just... probably multitudes. Like, he's been around for so long. Who knows how many lives he's ended up having? And it's just... I'm not saying he's in the right. Nobody is 100% in the right. But... I don't know. What if any of... like I said it before, what if it was any of them? Would they have done any better?
There you go.
And I guess they're just mostly upset about... I don't know. They're not apparently not being away. I guess maybe that's what really made him upset. Is the fact that he didn't actually have a plan for defeating Salem.
Okay, yeah, that too.
That is probably the only thing I'd find to legitimately be extremely upsetting about the situation. Because it's like, you sure made it seem like you did.
If anything, I thought the plan would have been keep the relics out of Salem's reach for as long as you possibly can.
Well, that's just a stalling tactic.
It's still a plan.
True. And then, it's very important for me to point this one out, because this is actually probably the one thing Ozpin does that I actually am very upset about him doing, is him just kind of peace-outing. He's just like, alright, fine then, I'm out, and he just leaves.
Yeah, like, Oscar doesn't even know what's happening.
Yeah, that's, just imagine, poor Oscar. He's just some guy. And then all this happened. And everyone's really, really upset and screamy. And they're like... And then old lady Marie is like, okay, yo, I'm very old and I don't want to die out here, so maybe chill.
Yeah, I do want to address like all the swears that we've had in this series so far.
We've had 2.
Like 3.
3.
Well, some might consider crap a swear word.
It's not.
Well, some do. Anyway.
Well, then it's not. There have been 2. One from Tyrion and one from Yang.
Yeah, bitch and bastard.
Yeah, which are basically the same word, just gender inverted.
Well, I mean, girls can still be bastards.
I mean, from legally, I guess. Either way, it's really interesting how rare they really are. Especially when you consider every other Rooster Teeth show in history.
Yeah.
This is like the one non-foul-mouthed one. Which is weird, because the fans constantly portray them as being a lot more cuss-happy.
I know, right?
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Now here's the question.
There's a lot of things that fans portray Team RWBY as that I'm not happy with.
Yeah, that's fair. Here's a question. Do you think any character at any point will ever drop the F-bomb?
Well, I mean, I remember this from RWBY Rewind back in Volume 5 when Blake was doing that axe handle thing to Adam.
Yeah.
In the script, one of the writers wrote F you, Adam Taurus.
Fair enough.
In there.
But that wasn't dialogue.
I know, but when they were, like, putting that scene together, one of the animators, I think it was one of the animators, like, they just go over to, like, Miles or Kerry, and then it's like, wait, does Blake actually say that?
No. Anyway, this old lady, this old lady here is proving to be a valuable asset when it comes to making everybody chill their beans, because everybody's all very cranky, and it's
which is gonna attract Grim on top of the relic.
Yeah, so basically they're all just gonna get eated, and nobody wants that.
No.
So there you go. Oh, and so they all decide to leave, and Oscar's like, so, my life's entirely pointless, huh? And Ruby's like, what? No! And then Crow's all like, shut up, Ruby, you know he is. And I'm like, damn, Crow. It's like, don't lie to him. Like, god damn, that was way too harsh.
Hey, I want to address this because in my reaction, I was like talking over that scene. And I missed what Oscar and Ruby were talking about. So I was just like, I think I talked over something important. Anyway, and they just continued.
Yeah, you did. A little bit.
Well, I'm not gonna sit there and just say nothing the whole time.
Well, you gotta find the right gaps, my dude.
Well, there is a reaction video. I'm not gonna say the name of this person or what they were reacting to. They literally just sat there the entire time not saying a thing.
Well, that's one thing. That's an option, I guess. Anyway.
It's a bad option.
It is. And now we cut to the villain squad.
I have a question about that scene.
What's your question?
Well, once the ship parks, we see Hazel, Emerald, and Mercury, like, ready to embark from it.
Yeah.
Who was flying it?
I don't know. A Grim.
I seriously want that question answered.
It's a Beowulf.
Who was flying that thing?
It was Beowulf.
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll take that.
Just a Beowulf on the steering wheel. Are you telling me that wouldn't be funny?
That would be hilarious.
Has a little sailor's hat on.
Can we just have that as official canon?
It should be. Either way, we're never gonna get an answer, so it's as good as canon.
His name is Bob the Beowulf.
There you go.
He wants to make it somewhere in Remnant, so he tries to be somewhat of an Uber driver, but no one will accept him because he is a Grim.
And that is pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tyrion shows up. Been a while since we've seen him. He's got a metal tail tipper thingy now.
Yeah. So the Grim or Robotail, wherever it's gonna be, is still being worked on.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually the replacement, because it's just kind of a metal nub.
Yeah.
I think that's just what they put over there to, like, you know, close the wound, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same thing that Yang had. Like...
Oh, yeah, you're right. They just kind of attach, like, a metal chunk onto your severed appendage, and it's like, alright, we'll figure something else out eventually. Anyway, Tyrion's being, very surprisingly enough, a jerk.
Yeah, I never saw that coming.
Yeah, I know. But although there is... Emerald's become very shell-shocked lately. Like, it's just... I don't know. She just seemed way more easily rattled. Because, like, okay, fine, Tyrion's an ass clown, but he's, like, It's really not that scary.
I mean, it came from, well, it might have come from, like, losing Cinder and, like, him kind of just, like, you know, laughing about it.
I guess.
As well.
Also, surprising moment. Well, two surprising moments. One, Mercury says a line.
I know. Oh my god, it's been so long since he even... Actually, yeah, he just rarely speaks now.
He doesn't do anything! But the second surprise is, he was defending Emerald. Which is weird. Because I thought they hated each other. Interesting, that.
Yeah. I do want to give credit to Tyrion's voice actor, though. That laugh. Like,
he's very
bravo,
jokery.
Sir.
Yeah.
I know, right? Tyrion is the Joker.
Anyway, he chortles and laughs like a sadistic freak. But then we... I didn't even realize this.
Before we get to that, I just want to say, Emerald, if you're scared of this guy, you can cast illusions. Make him see something freaky.
That's true. There's a lot you could have done.
Although, to be fair, I don't think Tyrion would even care.
True, but if Tyrion,
it's all lunacy.
Yeah, if Tyrion really did try to like fight Emerald, and I'm assuming Mercury would back her up at the very minimum, I do have to wonder who'd end up winning that.
That is a good question, actually.
Because I'm not sure among their ranks what's the hierarchy of battle capabilities.
Well, Mercury and Emerald were able to dodge a lightning bolt once.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about, like, the more unknowns.
Okay, yeah, good point. I mean, we've only seen Tyrion, like, fight once.
Yeah, exactly. So. And we even have...
It was an awesome fight, though.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. And it was against Crow, so there you go. But, anyway, I just realized we actually cut to the future because Tyrion is in this room with everybody. So it must have been at least a little bit of time.
Well, his semblance is that he can teleport.
Who knows what the hell it is?
Yeah, who knows?
And then
maybe it makes him crazy.
It's possible. Some sort of...
I mean, Crow's is bad luck, so who knows?
My semblance is insanity. Like, okay, that's cool. Whatever. Anyway, Salem's pretty grumpy because everything got, completely failed.
Yeah.
And she's all like, okay, so who done made all of these mistakes? And it's actually
Hazel's like, yeah, I'm taking the blame for that. She's like, no, you're not.
It's impressive that, like, okay, best case scenario for Hazel on that one. She believes him and kills him. Like, what, like, is there... I'm having a hard time putting it to words, apparently. It's like, it had to have crossed his mind that, taking the bullet for this one would potentially lead to death, right?
I think you can kind of see that in his eyes.
Because...
Like, before he stands up and does it.
Yeah. Which means, I guess, he was doing it for Emerald and Mercury?
I think that's even evident in, like, the, like, later on in the scene as well, when Salem's getting angry and Hazel puts his arm on Emerald's shoulder, telling her to leave.
Yeah. It's interesting, because we never really saw them interact before, but it appears there's some kind of camaraderie there.
It does seem like, Hazel's, like, at least looking out for Emerald.
At the very minimum. But that also raises the question of why he would not admit that it was Cinder's fault. Because if he did just say it was Cinder who did it, do you think that was purely for Emerald's benefit?
I mean, there are other things he could have said. Like, he could have been like, well, Adam Taurus ran off when we needed him. That wasn't a big help.
That's fair. Either way, so this crazy lady, done throws her entire dang table. Just like, get out of here, table.
Face, pretty much.
I just this moment realized that. Hang on. Hold up. I want to see that again. I'm watching the scene, and I want to see him get, like, katonked. Okay, so Hazel says the thing. And boom! Yep! He just gets knocked flat over. Ow. That is rude. Oh,
I know,
and
right?
and what's his face? Doc Man.
He's like slowly backing
He's
away.
like, I know, he like slowly gets out of his chair and walks backwards. It's like, I don't know what's happening right now, but I don't want to be a part of it. Anyway, Salem. Yeah, Salem knows all and sees all. Oh, also she's like strangulating Hazel all up to death.
Yeah.
But she already knows the answer to everything, and she wants the truth. So she asks Emerald, and Emerald actually surprisingly does say Cinder.
I think it's more so out of fear.
Well, obviously. She looks like she's about to wet herself. But then we actually get this interesting factoid. Well, one, everybody assumed she was dead, which is weird.
So, like, a lot of the fans.
I don't understand that. I'm never going to get over the fact that there are people who legitimately thought she was dead and that it was surprising that she wasn't. That's just so dumb.
I know, right?
Anyway, all of the villains in Salem thought that. And also, okay, so Cinder can return, but she's in exile until she's, like, made up for her mistake.
So I guess that's why she hasn't, like, why Cinder hasn't thought to go back, but she's, like, looking for everyone to maybe get the job done and then go back to Salem. Like,
that was the part of the thing. It's like, okay, so you survived, get out there, go find that relic you were supposed to get me, you know, and then come back, at the very least. Which I feel like that means she doesn't have any direct support anymore.
Oh, hey, hang on.
And if she doesn't...
No, the robot thing is gone.
What robot thing?
The weird way I was hearing you.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Max, you became a real boy!
Tragically, yes.
I just saw the opportunity for that joke.
Okay, so Dr. Mustache and Tyrion, I actually really like their reactions to Salem's temper tantrum about to start. Because they're actually both kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
And I've never seen either of them genuinely like that before. It's just like, are you questioning Salem? It's like, no.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, actually, yes. I don't know how she knows, and I would like to know.
I don't know. She has all-seeing vein eyes.
Is that too much to ask, Tyrion? Like, who put you in charge, huh?
I don't know. Anyway, so, come on, let go of Hazel. Let go. There you go. And then she's all like, fine, I'm no longer cranky. And then Hazel's like, oh, you think you're done being cranky?
And she's like, what was that?
Actually, hang on a second.
Pulls out the grim hands again.
Yeah, this is actually pretty important. Now that I think about it. Okay, so she knows Cinder isn't dead. But she didn't know about Ozpin?
Huh. Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Yeah. So she doesn't know about, like, the small band of heroes running around. That was news to her. But everything else, basically the failure, I guess you could surmise it failed, but still.
I don't know, maybe she knows Cinder's alive because of something to do with her Grimarm.
Maybe? Who knows? Either way, she gets really, really mad about it. And then she screams, and all of the windows explode. After everyone runs away, of course.
Yeah, but after everyone was erased, she's like, just take a breather, just calm down.
And then she's like, nah.
That's not working.
Yeah, nah, I'ma scream.
Yeah.
And then she done did. Salem, you a crazy lady. And who's gonna fix that, anyway?
Tyrion.
Tyrion's gonna replace all the windows?
What else is he gonna do while waiting for his new tail?
Fair enough, I guess he is
He's gonna
useless.
do something.
So it's like, Tyrion, get in here, clean up all this glass.
Yes, Your Grace.
Yeah, weird.
Is my new tail ready yet?
Nay!
No, not yet.
And now they're all up in the winter cold, and everyone's still kind of all rather upset. Oscar notably, Oscar is notably standing pretty much as far back as he can while still technically being part of the group.
I can't say I blame him, honestly.
Yeah, no.
I probably would too.
Yeah. I do enjoy Maria still being very sassy.
Well, after Yang is like, hey,
well, Yang is being a butt. Now, what I don't know, and I guess technically what they don't really know either, is now what?
Yeah.
Like, so what exactly do we do? And I don't know. Either way, they find an old farm.
Yeah.
And then they go on the farm.
Farms.
Yep, and then they go on the farm, and then the episode is straight up over.
I did wonder, though, like, the name Brunswick, I think one of the guys on Team Cardinal had that name. It was, like, Dove Brunswick.
You want me to look that up?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'm doing it. I'm already doing
Alright,
it. You
fine.
can't stop me. You can't stop me!
Fine.
Okay, I spelt it wrong, but close enough! CRDL, whatever. Okay. Cardin Winchester, Russell Thrush, Dove, Bronzewing, and Skylark.
Oh, it's Bronzewing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the same name. Never mind.
No, they all did. They died on the way to their home planet. Of
One's
birds! Those aren't even colors. Those are birds.
Yeah, that was the gimmick with that team.
You're a gimmick! Anyway. So, I mean... To be completely honest, not the biggest fan of this episode, as nothing really happened. Especially in comparison to the last one, where we learned all sorts of stuff and all manner of things happened.
Well, yeah, but also considering, like, you know, the amount of stuff we just got.
I mean, I suppose if you look at it from that perspective.
Plus, I know some people were complaining about the length of this episode. Keep in mind, in Volume 1, that was a godsend.
Yeah, that's true. 17
Some episodes
17
were like
minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah, 17 minutes. That was, like, unheard of back then. I really do wish they had a consistent runtime, though, you know?
Yeah.
Like, make every episode either 20 or 15 minutes long.
Sounds like a discussion I have with some people about another show that's on the Rooster Teeth site.
Yeah.
Sometimes episodes are around 20 minutes, sometimes, I don't know, around 12.
That's right. We're looking at you, show, what's a show they have? Achievement Hunter. Yeah. Hardcore Tabletop. The Woods.
You know what show I was, like, hinting towards.
Nomad of Nowhere.
Death Battle.
Oh. Well, sometimes there's not as much to talk about. We're not here to talk about that. So, other than the obvious plot point of, okay, so that the words were the thing that Ozpin asked Jin was very vague.
Yeah,
When does that happen?
I'm still like, holding out for that.
I mean, it should. I mean, because there has to be a way to win.
Honestly, my prediction is they're gonna be at the farm. They're still gonna be talking about it. Someone's gonna say, "Didn't you hear? Ozpin asked Jin, how, like, is there a way to stop Salem?" And she said, "No, there isn't." And then someone, probably RWBY, is gonna go like, "Wait, no," and then just say to everyone, "No, that's not what he said. He said, how do I destroy Salem?"
And he can't do anything.
So then RWBY's like, "There's only one way to find out. Hey, Jin." She's like, "What up?"
What up? I am Giant Naked Blue Lady.
And then RWBY just asks, "How can someone destroy Salem?"
Or something of that effect.
And then Jin's gonna be all, "Oh, well it can be done by someone with silver eyes."
Bum,
and then Maria's gonna be like, "Silver eyes? I have those."
And everyone's gonna be like,
"What?" And then she's gonna offer to teach RWBY, and it's gonna go from there.
I mean, it seems like a pretty safe bet. I mean, yeah.
Or it's gonna be somehow RWBY's gonna teach Salem that lesson between, like, life and death. That's gonna make her mortal, and then because she's so old, she'll just die right away.
Oh, sorry. For a brief moment, I thought you just vomited.
Oh.
So it was like,
Okay.
Are you okay?
No, I should have made the red versus blue noise. Blah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, it's likely. Old people tend to die a lot. They do that. Now, here's the thing. How long do you think Ozpin's gonna be gone? You think he's gonna be gone for the rest of the volume?
I doubt it.
And I'm left to wonder, like, what would it take to get him out?
I don't know, hearing that there is a way to beat Salem.
Or at the very least, if they'll promise not to hit him.
Yeah. I mean, if he's going to be worried about anyone hitting him, it's Yang.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of hitting him, what do you figure the odds of Crow dying are?
I've heard some speculation on that, and honestly, from the opening, I could maybe see it, but then the opening would make it a bit too obvious.
Exactly. See, that's the thing. How do you make something ambiguous? Make it seem like it could be that idea, but then make everyone think that, oh wait, no, because that seems too obvious. It's a good strategy, because it could go either way.
I've actually seen some speculate, I don't know, if Crow dies, what if RWBY takes his weapon?
I mean...
That's never gonna happen, because RWBY X Crescent Rose for life.
I mean, she loves her weapon.
How dare you!
I mean, she could probably, like, hold on to it, but I don't know. She wouldn't replace Crescent Rose.
Nah, if anything, I think she would, like, do a fusion of the two.
She probably could do that. Does Crow's weapon even have a name?
It does, but I don't know it.
Alright, well, if I could ever figure out how to use this cockamamie website. Alright, he spells it with a Q. That's not how you spell Crow! There he is.
Okay, let's see.
You're an alchemist!
Where does it say?
Personality, power. Harbinger! Apparently.
Ah.
It's called Harbinger. Ah! Damn chair!
Ah! Freaking chair.
Well, it keeps trying to murder me. Anyway.
There.
I mean, if
I shall hunt that head down and smite it where it stands? I don't know.
I don't know. Close enough. Either way, it would be, I don't know, Harbinger Rose. That'd be neat.
Oh, that sounds cool.
I like that it's also a shotgun. Shotguns are good.
Oh, so then RWBY could, like, switch between, like, shotgun and sniper fire.
Well, I mean, RWBY built her dang weapon, so probably.
Oh, this is sounding awesome.
Awesome enough to let Crow die?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. There you go.
Oh, I like Crow. I don't want him to die, but then there's that fort, and it seems so cool.
True enough. All right.
Plus, it would give Rooster Teeth a chance to make a shit ton more merchandise.
Fair enough. So, what incredibly vague detail did you glean from the next time?
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Not a whole lot to this preview.
I would be absolutely flabbergasted to learn that it was anything less.
Yeah, basically, well, I didn't hit all of the audio. I might have missed some things. I tried to see some pings there. What the hell? RWBY's talking about the farm. How I think there were other farms they went to that looked different to this. Like in terms of like being abandoned and whatnot. Like the farm looks abandoned, but at the same time, it still looks like let's go with recently abandoned. So, but Crow's saying, you know, to stay alert because you never know what might be around.
Oh, why does Crow even care anymore?
Yeah. Oh, he also does try to open it, but guess what? The door's locked.
Well, then, it's ramshackled. I'm pretty sure you could kick that fool open.
Or, you know, break a window.
Whatever. Point is, getting into buildings isn't hard. So that's pretty much all there is, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
A short episode indeed.
Yeah, but I think after what we've been getting, then, you know, short episode, have a breather, maybe some setup for, like, another big, like, what?
Let's hope.
Like the whole, the key is the silver eyes.
And then the dead. Blech. That's just what old people do, man. Anyway, that's true. Hopefully the next episode's a little bit beefier. But other than that, I got nothing left to say.
Well, I mean, there is one thing I did kind of wonder here and there
Wah.
about Crow.
Wah.
Well, because of his semblance, did it ever occur to anyone, like, I don't know, maybe have Crow be like a double agent?
I mean, I feel like that should have been what the plan for him all along was. Like, why didn't he fakingly go, like, with Raven or something of that effect?
To intentionally bring them misfortune.
Yeah, you know.
To make it easier on the good guys. Although, odds are, I reckon, like, someone... Well, Raven would have known.
Then again, at the same time...
And...
Would attempting to use his bad luck to do good be bad luck towards him and not work? See, his semblance is very vague. It's just the blanket term. It's bad luck. I project bad luck.
I think there was that RWBY skit where it's just like bad stuff happening around him, not to him.
That's true. That is true. But actually, and we all know that RWBY is the most canon of all timelines.
I'm just saying that's the only other thing we have to go with it.
I know, because we don't really have anything resembling any kind of idea in the actual show. Like, the one and only time I think it could possibly have worked is when he tricked Tyrion into falling through the roof, but even then, I think he just noticed that that part of the roof was breaking. It's hard to tell when something bad happening is actually bad luck, or if it's just the thing.
Yeah.
How does he even know he has a semblance?
That's a good point. How would he have...
How do you learn that?
Discovered? Yeah. I'm still wondering how many people on Team RWBY discovered their semblances.
Well...
I still like this idea of Yang got her first haircut, and then just the whole barbershop exploded.
True, but I have absolutely no idea about the whole burning hair thing, but her actual semblance of, you know, getting the more almost dead she is, the stronger she is. Like, I imagine that was pretty easy to figure out just through casual training.
Yeah, probably.
Like, every time she got hit, she noticed she could hit harder. It was like, oh. And Ruby said it herself. She was just training one day, and it just kind of happened, and she just went real fast.
And I imagine the same thing would have likely happened for Blake. She would have tried to dodge a hit, but then be like, wait, did I just leave another me behind?
Yeah.
What?
And Weiss's is genetic, so...
Yeah, so Winter could have just been like, oh, hey, this is your semblance.
Yeah.
This is what you can do.
You got yourself some glyphs. Here you go. I'm the only family member that cares, except I don't really care that much. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Best you got.
But I think it was at least hinted at that only girls in the Schnee family can get that semblance.
I don't know. Expected me to remember everything.
Because I think Weiss said to Whitley, her brother, that, I don't know, you're jealous of mine and Winter's abilities. Well,
yeah, but that also could be interpreted as Whitley just being awful.
And just not fighting.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking,
he could just have no natural ability.
That too, because he is the worst.
He is the worst. And he's the one who's, like, found and shipped off those penny blueprints to Cinder.
That would not surprise me.
Wait, have you not seen that?
Wait, what?
Like, I don't remember what episode it was, but it was, like, before the fall of Beacon, and it's, like, a scene with Cinder and Emerald and, Mercury, and Cinder's all like, oh, I just got some new information from our, like, I don't know, benefactory or something of that effect, and it's implied to be the blueprints to Penny, so she figures out that, you know, she's a robot.
And, I thought it was something completely different.
No, and
honestly,
if you look like if you look at the thing, there's a big fancy W on the thing that Cinder's looking at.
Okay, that can mean one of two people.
Either way, it's probably it's got to be something.
It's either Whitley or Watts.
Yeah, I guess it could be Watts.
Because Watts was an Atlesian scientist.
You are right. Well, I like to think it was Whitley, because it was a white W.
I mean, it could be Whitley.
It better be. It ties it all
Oh, plot
together.
twist. Plot twist. Whitley is tied into this, and his plan is to overthrow Jacques and take the Schneedas company for himself, now that he is the only heir.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of obvious. That's why he made. That's
Yeah,
why he got Weiss kicked out of the inheritance. Or at least he prodded things in that direction.
Yeah. Oh, bastard.
The worst. All right, well.
Actually, you know, I saw this like kind of messed up fan comic about Team RWBY discussing their families. It was like Ruby saying, like her mum's dead.
Yeah.
Weiss talking about how hers is an alcoholic, and her dad like slaps her in the face, and basically her family's the worst.
The worst.
Yang's talking about how her mum like, left her, and still leaves her all the time.
And Blake is like, actually, mine's pretty great.
Yeah, and then everyone's like giving her evil looks.
He's like, my family's actually really great. You see, my problem was I abandoned them myself because of my own terrible decisions.
But then they were just like, "Oh, Blake, we're so happy to see you," and it was like, "Yeah, we knew that, like, you'd be okay."
You and your functional home life, how dare you?
I'm still at least glad that neither of them died at the end of Volume 5.
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, then they have a perfect opportunity to die later.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Because Adam is the worst.
That's true. He is pretty bad.
I talk about it a lot. I still want his demise.
You really need to go an entire episode without bringing him up, especially in an episode where he doesn't show up.
Yeah, I really need to.
You have a problem.
But the first step is admitting it.
Do you admit it?
Yes.
All right, then there you go. And that seems like a good place to end off on. Okay, bye.
Bye.